Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing another updated everyday makeup routine. I love these videos. I love sharing them because I like to keep it simple. My hair is looking a little bit crazy. I just caught like a view of that. I promise I tried. I actually curled it today. If you do like the way I curled it, I'll link my hair tutorial down below. But anyways, yeah, so I love these videos. I think they're really fun, and I enjoy sharing periodically what I'm wearing every day because I'm pretty like good about sticking with the same products every day. I love something that's simple, that I know that's gonna look good, products that I can trust, that work, and it just makes getting ready every morning so much easier. So I hope that you enjoyed this video. Everything will be linked down below. I'm actually in my laundry room today. So I hope that you enjoyed this makeup tutorial. If you do like it, I would really love for you to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe. That would mean so much to me, to our channel. So yeah, I hope that you enjoyed the video, and it's already long enough, so I'm just gonna hop right in. Okay, so I already went ahead and applied my lip balm. I use the La Mer lip balm. I love that. I've used it for years. It's like my favorite thing, and it's totally worth the splurge. And then I applied, which I left in my bathroom, the Control Corrective, I think is what it's called. It's like an SPF oil-free moisturizer. So I'm gonna go ahead and take my ring off, and then I'm gonna use the Tom Ford Illuminating Primer. I've talked about this a lot. I really love the Tom Ford primers. Like, I love the packaging. It's just really nice. And so I just kind of smear it all over. It gives my skin a little bit of a glow, even though with oily skin, you really don't want too much of a glow. I just really like it. So that's what I'm going to do. And then for my foundation, I use the Laura Mercier Flawless Fusion Ultra Longwear Foundation. You can see I've used quite a bit of it. And I think this color is a bit light for me right now. So I'll use like a little pump. What I like to do, since I've been using my fingers to apply, is I just put it on in like little patches and kind of just try to use as little product as possible. And that way I can really build it up where I need it. This camera is like perfecting my skin, so you can't see all the little red splotches of acne and whatnot. This does really do a good job of kind of covering everything up, and my skin is not in best condition right now. I think my skin is very, like, I think hormones play a huge role in all of my acne. That was just like a tiny bit of foundation, and it really like smoothed my skin. You can't see some of like the spots on the camera, so, but I'm just gonna go back in and kind of do like a small layer in certain areas where I need it. So for concealer, I also use the Laura Mercier Flawless Fusion Concealer. And what I like to do is I will do all of my acne spots and shading, and then I like to go back after I've done my eyes and conceal under my eyes, just to pick up any eyeshadow that is kind of fallen out. Sometimes I will use this Chanel foundation brush, and then sometimes I'll just use my fingers. It just depends. If I just have a spot here or there, I'll just use my fingers, but my skin is not looking its best right now, so I'll just use this brush. It's like quicker and easier, and I always kind of like to conceal around my nose. For me, I don't get red there, but like I just have this huge line because I have full cheeks that I like to kind of disguise a tad bit. I'm talking, so obviously this is taking 10 times longer. So then what I will do is I'll go ahead and do my eyes, and I'm using this on my face, and so this is what I have just been using on my eyes as well. And this is the Tom Ford Shade and Illuminate Sculptor in 02 Intensity 2. So what I'll just do is I just use my fingers. I'll get a little bit of the highlighter and pop it on my brow bone. Literally, you guys, this takes me like 2 seconds. And it's great for travel because you're just, it kills like 2 birds with 1 stone. And then I'll take a little bit of the darker shade and just work it into like the outer crease. So if you hear a noise, it's the air vent in here. I was just sitting on top of it and it was freezing, so I shut it, and now it's like rattling, of course. Hopefully you can't hear that. Okay, so just kind of work with it a little bit. I like it really sheer. You can obviously build it up, but for me, I like it really sheer. It's kind of coming off a little bit red. It's not really that red. I would definitely like look at the different shades that they have. I don't know how many they have. But my skin tends to pull like a little bit pink, so maybe that's why they matched me up with this color. Okay, that's it. Very simple. Sometimes I will add a little bit of my highlighter to it. And I don't even use like, you can just use your finger just to like kind of set it in place, like a little powder. And that looks really nice. And there it is. So then I'll go back, conceal under my eyes. I really didn't have that much like fallout. I'll just either dot it around, or I use way too much concealer under my eyes. I don't think I need that much. And that same brush or your finger. Like I said, I usually use my fingers, but it's been easy enough to just use this brush. I think the brush makes it faster. I don't necessarily think it makes it better. I think it just makes it faster. Okay, so now I'm gonna move in and use this Sculptor palette again. And what I do is just find my spot, and I like to keep it kind of, I don't like to draw it all the way down because we're gonna blend it out. I do the same to this side. And this brush, I bought this actually because I knew it was gonna be like, I think it's basically made for the product. I'll link it down below. I think it's basically made for this product, but if you have any kind of like cream contour that you're working with, and this is really like what I do there and there. Sometimes I'll do it under my jaw, but right now like I'm getting a lot of acne down there, and this is just every day. I don't need that much. So I'll just go ahead, and this is a tapered brush from MAC. I'm not sure which one. I'll try to link it down below for you. And then I just like blend it out like that. And I think this is honestly one of my favorite products. It's so versatile and it's so good. It just looks so natural, but it also gives you like that, like, you know, intensity that you want, but while looking so natural, in my opinion. So I just buff this out. I try to buff it up and down. I don't try to go below because you don't want to bring that contour down too far. No, I just take what's left and run it over my nose. So that's pretty much it. Some days I will go in and make it a little bit heavier, but for today I'm just going to be around the house. I don't need that, so perfect. Sometimes I'll use the like highlight with my finger and just pop a little bit on there. This is really good if you're like, you can build it up. That's what I love so much about this. Is very sheer. All of it is like sheer but very natural, but if you wanted to build it up, you can do that, which I love because it's like great for every day. This isn't essential, but sometimes I'll use my Laura Mercier Secret Secret brightening powder. And like I said, these aren't essential, but I like to kind of set my under eye concealer because my whole face tends to get oily. So I like to add the glow products, but then also set them. And I really do like this. I think it's totally worth the money. It's definitely not essential, but I noticed such a difference in how like bright and like just happy my eyes look, if that makes sense. I'll go ahead and powder my face as well. I use the Laura Mercier translucent powder. I used to use like a really big brush, but I guess my skin has gotten, I wouldn't say my skin has gotten less oily, but now I use like a smaller like blush brush, and I just kind of focus it where I think I need it. You know, like I feel like I put it all over. I feel like I have more control. It's not like a big whoosh of like powder. It's just more like precise, if that makes any sense. And then you don't have to. I am like so faithful to this MAC Soft and Gentle. It sounds like not a lot of products, but I guess I do. I guess I just use them every day, and it's so routine to me that it's like not a lot. But I just like, whenever I'm talking in a video, I like to share like all the things that I love. So MAC Soft and Gentle, probably the best highlighter you could buy, in my opinion, if you want like a bronzy glow. Sometimes I don't feel complete. I put it on my eyes. Okay, we'll do the blush really quick. So this is something I have been doing. One, I've like always put my highlighter on my eyes as well. However, the obsession with Rosie Huntington Whiteley is so real right now. Like, I love her. She's so good, and she's great with beauty. I'll link her website down below. She has that rose ink or whatever she's doing, but she's just incredible. She's a great, I don't know, she's like my favorite. She's my girl crush at the moment. So I use MAC Ghoul. I've used this for years. You guys, I don't change my products that often. And this MAC angled brush. So I pop a little bit on my cheeks. I try to keep it like focused here and then bring it up a little bit. And just build it up a little bit at a time. But what Rosie says that she does, which is now what I do, and then it like, I totally can see a difference. It's not like, bam, there's the difference, but it just pulls everything together. Is she'll put a little bit of her blush, just like dot it on her eye. And it just like brings that color up, and I feel like it really just like pulls everything together. It doesn't make it look like your blush is like so pink on your cheeks. It just, it gives like the natural illusion of like a flushed look, which I love. It's kind of hard to see in this light, but in real life you can definitely tell a difference, and it's not like pink. It's just, it like pulls everything together, you know? I love that. I like to, I don't know why, because I redo it, but I always curl my eyelashes, but then I'll do my eyebrows first, and then I'll come back, recurl my eyelashes. So dumb. Anyways, so for my eyebrows, I have switched. I have started using the Tom Ford Brow Sculptor in the shade Zero Taupe, and what I love about this, I'll link it down below, I'm not 100% sure the price. So it comes on one side, there is the little, the pencil, and then on the other side, it's like the little spoolie. The spoolie comes off, and there's a sharpener underneath. And then the product, when you buy it, you get 2 of these. So I've been using this for several months now, and I have barely put, I probably used, I don't even know if it would be half of it or what it would, but I have a whole refill that comes with this. After that, they said you don't repurchase refills, you just buy a new product, but that's really great. You get 2 for the price of 1. And I've really just been loving Tom Ford's face products. I've been loving Tom Ford makeup for a long time, but I think as the years go by, I love more and more of his products. And I actually might even try one of his foundations because they gave me a sample and it was so good. Okay, so I just brush the brows up. I start here. I basically butcher my brows because I do them myself, but I'd rather butcher them than let somebody else butcher them. And until I find somebody that I love, I'm just gonna, you know. So I start down here, kind of create that line, and I'll brush, I'll do like the whole brow here. I'll kind of like take it high and perfect that like little arch, go down, and then just touch up there. So it's not perfect, but that's just what I do. I usually end up making my brows like super heavy, and that's probably not necessary. And then for this, I just take it and kind of like brush it up a little bit. And I try not to put too much product there, but I end up always putting a lot of product. And then I just like brushed up to where you can like see the hairs and like it looks full. So that's all I do. I'm gonna do the other one and then I'll come back. Okay, that's the brows, they're done. They're sisters, they're not twins. And in my case, I don't even think they're sisters from the same bloodline, which doesn't mean they're any less of sisters. However, they are not gonna be perfect. Anyways, curl the lashes again. Like I said, again. And then I use the Giorgio Armani Ice to Kill mascara. I just brush a little bit on my lower lashes. Pop a little bit on the other side. And then for the uppers, I really just like work it in. I take my time with my mascara and like perfect it. So that's what I'm gonna do. So that's that for the lashes. I've been using a new eyelash serum that I will link down below that I have been really loving, and I think it's making my lashes grow like a ton. And then I will go ahead and apply a second coat once this coat dries a bit. I just took my hair down and we have like a crazy situation going on. But I wanted to talk really quickly about the lip products that I have been using. So I've talked about all of these before. It's like my favorite lip combo this summer. But like on most days, I'll just throw on the lipstick, which is Tom Ford's Blush Nude. But if I'm like really gonna up the ante, I will use the lip liner. And I like this one from MAC. It's called Strip Down. It's definitely more of a brown. And then I can't talk and do this. I'll just kind of put a little bit in the corners and like smear it around if I want it to look more natural. Obviously, if you're going for like a really full lip, you can like overdraw. But on the everyday basis, I don't really do that. So that's about it. Went on really nice because I had a lip balm. And then the Blush Nude, which is like my favorite lipstick since like January of this year. And I just pop it on. I love that these Tom Ford lipsticks are like so pigmented because you don't even need a ton. For me, I think that this is like a very natural kind of lip color. It's like, it looks a bit better. Actually, not really. My lips are darker than this. It's like a little, it's kind of like a, it's like a blush nude. I just completely missed my lip on that last swipe. And then this is the Chanel gloss in 712. It's so beautiful. And I really just kind of focused it on the center of my lips. So that is it for my everyday makeup look. That's about it. That's all I do. I usually don't curl my hair. I usually just, I don't ever end up blow drying it. Anyways, that is it for this tutorial. I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope that you found like some new products and enjoyed hearing about some of the things that I've been loving. Let me know in a comment down below what products you have been loving this summer and transitioning into the fall, because I would love to know. I'm all about being in the know. And I will see you guys next time. Bye guys.